Hello, welcome to my channel where I share with you fitness secrets. I get asked every single day, how do I get visible abs? First of all, abs are not exactly what you think of. Abs are not just the abdominals in the front. It's actually made up of 29 muscles that connect the spine to the rest of the body all the way down to the pelvis. So abdominals are actually way more than just the six-pack abs that we think of. So here's the misconception. A lot of people think you can spot reduce fat. So a lot of times we have fat right here.
If you want to ditch the dad bod for a shredded six-pack, try this ab workout. First, we're going to start with leg raises to hit the
30 seconds. Focusing on your breathing.
That is not the case. That is a huge myth. So you see people doing these videos online. Like I said, that's a myth. In order to reduce fat on the stomach, it has to come off the whole body. Excess fat is not necessarily bad. We hear all the time, bad fat and some foods are bad for you. All of the shame kind of mentality.
A breakthrough supplement based on a top-secret biological loophole discovered by Harvard scientists.
This biological loophole they discovered is something that forces your body to start burning up all your stored fat at once.
Coffee shred.
I just thought that I had a bad metabolism.
There's 3 hormones that attack the metabolism. Obese, but getting rid of that body fat or that hip fat seems nearly impossible. Being skinny fat sucks.
Fat is actually really healthy. Women, for example, need around at least over 20% body fat. Otherwise, below that, you stop menstruating, you start to have health issues, and bodybuilders who do that for a living and who go below a certain amount of fat percentage, male or female, will tell you that it actually can cause, if you upkeep that, failure to the kidneys. So that is not good. Now, when doctors are telling people to lose fat, that is actually visceral fat. And over a certain amount of poundage, of course, we're gonna see some decline in health and general lifestyle and just overall chronic health issues. But mainly, that's because of visceral fat. That's why here are the main things that I advocate for when I talk to a client who wants to get visible abs. Number 1, you're gonna have to lose fat all around. It doesn't happen from just cardio. That's why I tell people never do just cardio alone. Cardio burns the last carbs you've eaten, and then all it does after that is it makes you more effective at the cardio you're doing. Your body is super smart. It will start to adapt to whatever stresses you put on it. So, if you decide to eat less calories and do more cardio, your body's going to do certain things to make you most efficient at that activity. You'll see some results at first because the body will adapt to that activity. But you'll see results, right? So that's great. Wrong. Because the only place you can go after that is to increase cardio and decrease even more calories, which is dangerous and unsustainable. And even worse, once you decrease calories that much, your body's going to be craving a homeostasis in a safe place, and it'll store even more excess fat. This is why you see people generally put into the category of being overweight who are long distance runners and marathon runners. This is why you see them do a marathon or get to that point and usually gain it all back. The reason for that is the first thing the body will do is get rid of muscle. Never just do cardio alone. Cardio is helpful though for cardiovascular health. However, it is not a fat burning tool because the first thing it'll do is get rid of muscle. The body will try to make you as light as possible for whatever sport you do. The body will make you adapt to whatever stresses you put on it. It's always looking for a homeostasis because it's super smart. So, I would avoid cardio, doing too much of it at least, and just focus on cardiovascular health whenever you're doing cardio. Make sure you include it. The next reason why that is my main focus is getting rid of muscle is not the goal. If you want to have visible abs, even if you lost, let's say, all of that excess fat on your stomach, if you don't have any muscle there, there's not going to be any sort of lines. There's not going to be any tone. you can't just think about things in terms of just the frontal plane. There are also the side planes. There's the back. So you got to add in those additional movements to be fully functional in your abs. And that's why and how you see different ab muscles show up. So the next step is to not just focus on cardio, just use that for cardiovascular health. Number 2 is going to be gain muscle. The reason for this, and I'm not talking about bulking for this kind of sport right here, which is physique or classic physique. That's think about that as a whole different level. When you gain muscle, you're actually boosting metabolism. Now, the reason I can say this is because muscle actually burns calories just being on your body. You'll see people go on vacation without training with a coach, without training optimally. You'll see people come back from vacations and have gained a ton of weight. It is usually because they'll go crazy on the cardio and they'll eat less before their trip. They'll come back and see, wow, I've gained so much. My clients, however, and people who train with coaches like me, they come back and they've maybe lost pounds or even come back the exact same weight. That is why, with my clients in particular, once they've been training with me for a while, we don't do anything different when they go on vacation. If it's gonna be a week or 2, I say go, enjoy your time. Do focus on getting protein still, we'll talk about that soon. But when you come back, there shouldn't be any significant changes. This is because when you've gained muscle, you're boosting metabolism. We actually have a Tanita scan, and we recently got an in-body scan that shows my clients the literal base metabolic rate has risen. What that means is that's how much calories they burn just by being alive. So the beauty about strength training is, or gaining muscle, the beauty about that kind of training is you will not only boost metabolism, but think about that in terms of specifically boosting your base metabolic rate. The calories you burn by sitting still. Yes, it sounds like a miracle, but it's completely true. Yeah, muscle will stay around. So if you go on vacation for like 2 weeks, no problem, come back, put in the work, and stay consistent. So that's step number 2, is focus on strength training. Focus on boosting your metabolism, but that's how you do it. It's not by decreasing calories. Step number 3, don't eat less. So my goal with clients is to focus on boosting metabolism through training and through the way we eat. So instead of eating less, try to eat enough protein. Everyone's physique is made up of proteins. Basic function of our body is to adapt to whatever stress we put on it. So if you are eating enough protein and you're training to get stronger and move more optimally, hopefully if you have a good coach, you're also training for that and staying mobile. If you're doing all of those things, your body will come alive once you eat enough protein. Now, we want to be fully balanced, so making sure you have enough protein and making sure you get enough fiber, basic healthy fats, and enough carbs to give you energy, that is going to help you feel so much better. And if you stay consistent with training and you're with a coach who knows what they're doing, and if you just focus on those 3 things, using cardio not to burn calories, not to burn fat, which it won't really help you do long-term anyway, there will always be a plateau. Number 2, focus on strength training, focus on muscle maintenance, and maybe even increasing strength, which is the easiest way to boost your base metabolic rate. And 3, making sure you're eating enough protein. Those are the 3 basic things that will help you get visible abs. Those are huge things that people overlook in the health field. And if you're looking for ways to get protein more easily, I suggest looking up what the best whole foods with the most nutrition are. These are my recommendations. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? Remember, supplements are just supplemental. It'll help you reach your goals, but only if you can't hit your daily caloric intake of proteins through whole foods. And I hope you guys have a good day. See you in the next one.